punk. since you felt like this. Been a while since you felt like this. Been a while since you felt like this. There must be something wrong. I guess I found out. Been a while since you felt like this. Been a while since you felt like this. Been a while since you felt like this. There must be something wrong.
Undisputed. You cannot count him out. I just told you. It's all over.
That shocks the world.
Has his dream come true? Future star being born right before our eyes. And still. What a stunner! Just dropped the monster. As smooth as you like. Complete domination by Sorrow. Champion of the world. Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere. Are we about to crown a new champion? It's the king.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013.
Hello and good afternoon. We are coming to you live from Amsterdam, the mecca of kickboxing. And ladies and gentlemen, what a milestone event we are getting prepared for. In just over 24 hours from now, live in Rotterdam, it will be Glory 100. I want to first of all thank our sponsors for this huge event, RD Dubai, ESN, Unibet, Fairtex, as well as Nugan House. And for those of you who will be watching at home, make sure you can catch us live on DAZN. It'll be exclusively on pay-per-view beginning at 3 p.m. local time, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 20 fights to get through. The main card will be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. For more information and for perhaps a couple of last-minute tickets, go to glorykickboxing.com. In fact, this event is so big, we've got two different press conferences today. We'll start first up with some men who are in our last man standing tournament. In fact, we've got four-man, one-night heavyweight tournaments to get to tomorrow. It is a cornucopia of kickboxing, and if you're a fanatic, then tomorrow is the day you have been waiting for. Without further ado, let's speak to 7 of the men who will be competing in tomorrow's last heavyweight standing tournament. We'll start from right to left. Give a round of applause for Sofiane Ladouni, Maury Kroma, Nico Horta, Jamal Bin Sadiq, Tariq Asaro, Colin George, and Bakram Rajabzadeh. And how about we start with a man that competed at Glory 2 in the middle of the dais, ladies and gentlemen. He's been here for as long as any fighter we have on the roster, Jamal Bin Sadiq. What do you remember back at your debut in Brussels at Glory number 2?
Oh, first of all, I'm happy that the fans showed up, the media showed up. Glory 100, fantastic. You know, the first time I've been part of this incredible organization, Glory 2 Brussels. A young guy with a big dream, and here I am today, standing Glory 100 in the best heavyweight tournament that is ever been in combat sports. So I'm very happy that I'm sitting here today.
Yes, and also sitting on the dais is the man you'll be facing tomorrow in the first round. You'll be taking on Sofiane Ladouni. You're the favorite in that fight. What kind of battle do you expect it to be?
Well, I respect Mr. Sofiane as a fighter. You know, he did great in his last fights. And all that time that I was absent, I keep an eye on the heavyweight division. And he's one of the guys that made big steps. But he never faced the Goliath, you know, and tomorrow is the day that he will feel and see who the Goliath is.
And now let's talk to your opponent, Sofiane Ladouni, who's fighting out of France. Sofiane, you seem like you're in the best shape of your life. You performed great in your last fight, got a highlight reel knockout. What can we expect from you tomorrow against Jamal Bin Sadiq?
Moi, franchement, là, je reste sur de très grosses prestations. Et vous pouvez attendre que je fasse un beau combat face à Jamel. Après, ça fait plaisir de le boxer parce que voilà, il est là depuis des années. Même moi, je le regardais à l'époque. Donc ça fait plaisir de se dire que lui, il avait un œil sur moi maintenant. Et voilà, les jeunes, on est là et on veut faire notre place aussi au Glory. Et c'est en boxant des légendes comme lui.
Yeah, I'm coming out of good performances, so you can expect the same thing. It's an honor to fight Jamal. I've been watching him for a long time. He's a legend, but the young people are here, and we're here to take over. It's our time now.
So it's one thing to fight Jamal, but it's another thing to defeat him. How can you beat the Goliath?
Ça, vous verrez sur le ring. Moi, je garde mes secrets pour moi, mais sachez que demain, ça va être un très gros combat.
You'll see on the ring, I have my secret, but be ready for a very, very big fight tomorrow.
All right, also in the group, Cookie Asaro is here, ladies and gentlemen. Cookie, how are you feeling right now with your preparation, and what can we expect to see from you tomorrow night in Rotterdam?
I'm happy again. We're back, one of the biggest kickboxing concepts, and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. Can't wait to get back in the ring tomorrow. And like I always say, I have a left one and a right one. And I throw them, they stand, we have a nice fight. If they fall, I win. So can't wait to get back in the ring tomorrow.
A lot of people are hoping perhaps it's you and Jamal tomorrow in the final of your tournament. Is that the fight you expect? And if so, what will happen?
We can give them the show now and fight here so we can close that discussion. First things first, I'm fighting Luigi. Let's get the W there first. And let's see what Jamal and Soufiane do in their fight. So I don't like to talk about a potential final in this case. I just have one task, and that's Luigi's first.
Well, I just did a mistake. I think we did a mistake because I'm here since Glory 1, Moscow. So from the very, very, very beginning. So again, I'm happy that I'm sitting here today, Glory 100. I'm here since the beginning of, we grow together, me and Glory. So I'm very happy to sitting here today.
And quickly, your thoughts on perhaps facing Cookie in the final?
Well, as you know, a tournament, every fight is a final. You know, I can't see farther than Mr. Laduni for now, you know, because he's a strong fighter. And with all that, you know, I hope I will win and go to the finals, you know, and whoever shows up in the final, he will meet the Goliath. So I will be there waiting.
All right, let's hear now from Bakram Rajabzadeh, the Golden Wolf. You're facing a big, tough opponent in Ostran Gashi. What kind of fight are we going to see from you in that fight?
Salam alaikum. Sabah boy olarak böyük dövüşçü olabilir. Menden. Kilo olarak da menden çok olabilir. Ama kalan şey çok olmayabilir. Her şey yaxşı olacak.
He might be a taller fighter than me. He might be a heavier fighter than me. But for the rest, everything can happen.
Also in your bracket is Mori Kroma. I know you've enjoyed watching him fight. What would happen if Bakram fights Mori tomorrow in the final?
Ya ben dediğim gibi ben kimsenin dövüşlerini izlemiyorum. Ben sadece öz dövüşlerimi izleyeceğim. İnşallah ikinci tura çıkarsa finala dövüşerik. Yaxşı olar.
I never watch anybody's fights. I just watch my own fights and try to learn from my own mistakes. If Kroma comes to the final, then it'll be a great fight. Let's just see what happens.
All right, Mori, he doesn't seem to know too much about you all of a sudden. What do you think about the possibility of maybe facing the Golden Wolf? What do you think of your chances?
For me, it is the best fight, one of the best fights of the night, of this big event of Glory 100. Me and Bakram, yeah, I know Bakram is a very sensation in Glory right now. A lot of people like him. Before I was in Glory, I liked him too. But I ready to kick his ass because, you know, I can be the king. I know I lost from one Turkish guy in Glory. That's Cem Caceres. He's sitting there. Yeah. Be happy right now. Now you can be happy. And I'm still positive. I have a great preparation right now. I'm looking at Lakita. He's also He's a strong fighter, but
They call him the baby wolf, right? The
yeah,
baby.
he's the baby wolf. He's the baby Bahram. After I finish him, where is he? No, it's a big. Where is he? He's there. All right, after I finish him, then I go to the real one, and that's the real Bahram. And I gotta take my chances. Opportunity meets preparation, so I'm here.
But what about your style makes you think you can beat him? You're both explosive. You're both dynamic. He obviously has more experience than you. What gives you that confidence that you can beat him?
I've been a long time undefeated. He also, but he lost from the strongest fighter in Glory. He lost from Labena. He lost from Masloboyev. He lost from Levy. I'm one of them. I'm one of the greatest fighters. The youngest fighters. I'm hungry. I'm ready to learn more. Every training, every preparation. So I'm ready for this, and I want to change my life. So that's why I'm here in this tournament, because I came from the light heavyweight to come up to the heavyweight, and now I can see my body is stronger. I'm feeling sexier. So I'm here to kick ass. I'm ready. I want to kick his ass.
Bahram, I'll let you respond. He says he's sexier than you and that he looks forward to kicking your ass if you fight.
What did you say?
I'm getting his response to you. No response. All right, a great storyline tomorrow. Two former friends are being forced to fight each other. And we'll start with Big Sexy over there, Nico Horta. Your thoughts on having to face this big, towering former friend of yours, I guess their former friend, just for one night anyway, facing Colin George tomorrow?
He's no former friend. He's still a friend. We just have to do what has to be done, and that's put on the fight. Like everybody expects us to do, we are going to put up a fight that people are going to enjoy.
But for tomorrow night, your mentality, obviously, what's the difference between fighting someone you hate and someone you love?
I never fight with emotions. It's always tactics, experience, and going for the win. So with or without hate, without love, doesn't matter. I go for the win, and I'm aiming for December. So he's a hurdle in my path, and I have to cross him.
You spent hours training with him, sparring with him. What did you see in those sessions that gives you confidence that you can beat him?
Plenty. We've had wars with each other. He has hurt me, I have hurt him. And with all those experiences, you know where to put the emphasis to really hurt someone, to really hit him well, to score some points, and to stay out of danger. We have both grown since January, so I'm curious as to how much he has grown since the last time we sparred, but so am I. He hasn't met me this strong, this fit, this quick, so we're going to surprise each other, and let's see who did the preparation better.
All right, Colin, how are you mentally right now? Do you still see him as your good friend tomorrow night, or has he become your worst enemy?
Let's talk Sunday. He's not my enemy. He's my opponent. So we're going to do what we got to do. That's it.
And what do you think the fight's going to look like?
I get a W, for sure.
You saw him his last fight. He looked explosive, dynamic. You look great, too. Do you think this is going to be an easy win for you, or you have to walk through hell to get it done?
This is my final. This is my final. Because it's also a mental thing. It's, you gotta fight someone you like. That's difficult, but like I said, we got to do what we got to do. So we're going to do it.
Well, good luck to you. We're going to open the...
Thank you.
Bahram has something he would like to say. This should be interesting.
Dedim biraz zaman verin, biraz özüne seksi sansın. Cevap vermeyeyim, biraz zor cevap vereceğim. Ondan daha çok seksi bir dostum var benim. Hocam. Cevahir abi! Orada. Cevahir abi ondan daha seksi.
I didn't want to respond immediately. I just wanted to give him some time to, let him think that he is sexy. But there is just one more person that I know is more sexy. My trainer at the back, Jawahir, is more sexy than him.
Fair enough. All right, we're going to open the floor to some questions from the media now for some of the entrants in tomorrow's last heavyweight standing tournament.
Yes, Giovanni from Sport News. First question for Nico Horta. And how has the communication been between you and Colin in the last period?
Hardly none. We, ever since the annunciation on the 4th of April, we have spoken twice, and that's it. There was nothing really to say to each other without getting each other out of our focus. So there was little to none communication.
I saw that you were not shaking hands. Was that a reasoning behind that, Colin?
Oh no, we were already agreeing.
No, I saw him already.
Okay.
Respect is everything, yeah? So I'm not gonna
precisely
not greet him.
Cool. Question for small, sexy Mori Kroma.
Yes, sir.
Are you trying to, or are you looking forward to meet Sam later on in the tournament to get some redemption?
Of course.
Are you expecting to
I'm a
meet him?
competitor, so we are both young. He's a good fighter, me too, and I think we can have a second game and a very good game. But this time it's going to me, not to the judges.
Question for Bahram. At the last press conference, you told us that a light heavyweight title has been promised to you, but you decided to enter the tournament. What is your plan going forward from now? Let's say you win this. I'm very curious about what your plan is.
Abi şimdi bak size güzel bir şey söyleyeceğim abi. Dinle. Şimdi kemeri dövüşürsem yılda 2 maç yapacağım. Maksimum 3 maç. Ama kemeri almazsam yılda bir 10 maç yapacağım. Bu beni daha çok mutlu ediyor.
That's a very good question, but I just want to let you know that if I fight for the title, then I'll have 2, maybe max 3 matches per year. If I don't fight for the title yet, I'll have 10 matches per year, and that makes me more happy.
Okay, thanks. Question for Jamal. You told us that the title, it doesn't mean a lot compared to winning the tournament. Do you think if you win the tournament, you can actually call yourself the heavyweight champion? Or anyone who wins?
You know, you can compare these two things with each other because you are now looking at real warriors who are standing on the front line, ready for war, you know. And it takes a lot to enter a tournament like this. It takes a lot to fight 2 times in one night. It's not just a fight. And like I said before, I'm not interested in that fight, you know. Let him keep that belt, like I said before. Let him stay safe in his castle, choosing her opponents wisely. You know, we are at the front line, ready for war tomorrow. And that's the biggest difference between those two. So at the moment, not interested in that fight. When you win this tournament, that's the best thing what you can do as a fighter.
Thanks. Last question for me. Cookie, this event was actually scheduled to do in 2 days. Now it's in 1 day. What do you think about that?
I think it should have been 1 day all the time. But now making it 1 day out of 2, it's going to be a long-ass day. A long-ass day. But I think we have to stay positive because it's Glory 100, right? It's number 100. My big man here has been there since 1. I just came in around 80, so let's just make it a big show and have a big party tomorrow and skip all the bullshit about days and fights and enjoy, man. It's Glory 100.
I have a question for everybody on the dais. Obviously, the heavyweight championship is on the line tomorrow night, Rico versus Artem. Does anyone up here think that Vakhitov is going to beat Rico tomorrow night? Anyone? No one's giving the Russian a chance. Do you give him a chance, Colin?
Yeah, for sure, man. Let him do his thing. He's not gonna get knocked out, so he's gonna do his thing. Of course, man.
Bahram, do you think Vakhitov is going to beat Rico?
Bence de Artem Vakhitov. Bak İngilizce bizim bir ablamız var. Bak orada. Niyaz abi. Orada. Bak o eşiyle konuşa konuşa İngilizceyi çözdüm. Artem winner. Bak çözmüşüm.
Artem winner tomorrow. I started learning English, so I'm trying right now. But Artem win, so it's close.
Jamal, you were vocal about that fight. What do you think happens tomorrow between Artem and Rico? Do you think it goes the full 5 rounds?
Well, may the best man win, but I don't think it's so smart, to fight an opponent who is 20, 30 kilos lighter than your opponent. It's not healthy, it's not healthy. So, no comment about this.
Well, a lot of guys are way smaller than you, right? Everybody that steps in the ring is smaller than you.
Well, they are all heavyweights, but with this fight, you've seen the weight difference. Yeah. So that's a healthy risk.
Fair enough. Another couple questions. Go ahead.
Rida, NOS. I have a question for all the fighters, but especially Jamal. Some of you needs to wait like more than 3 hours for their next fight. How are you preparing for that? And is it even responsible because you will feel it through your whole body?
Well, good question. Because you can't train for that. Waiting 3-4 hours, it's never happened before. Not in any combat sport. Not even in the K1 days. In the K1 days, they waited for 45 minutes. So this has never happened before. This is where real warriors stand. And this is what we want as a fighters, So this never happened before. And it takes so much risk to go to the final and fight again because you waited 3-4 hours to be in the final. So, yeah, all due respect for those fighters.
Some other comments?
Zaki from Zadero. I have a few questions for Jamal Basadik. The first one, you had many setbacks in life. What keeps you motivated to never give up? And can you share one moment in your life that you think about when you need strength and motivation?
Well, that's how life goes, You roll with the punches, you fall down, you stand up and go again, and I'm not finished yet. I need to win a lot of more fights, become a tournament champion, and give the fans a lot of more knockouts. So really looking forward to it. And when I look back at the moment when I don't have the energy to train or to fight, that I'm in this position today and that I'm healthy, it's the biggest thing what you have. And everything what comes after that, it's easy. It's easy.
MashaAllah. Okay. Thank you. The second question. You say the Rico title isn't relevant in your eyes. What makes someone a true champion in kickboxing?
No, again.
You say the Rico's title isn't relevant in your eyes. What makes someone a true champion in kickboxing?
Nee, ik begrijp die vraag echt niet. Well, what makes someone a real champion is to give any opponent a fair chance and to fight as many times as possible, okay. And don't choose your opponents wisely. That's make you a real champ.
Okay.
My eyes.
Okay. The last question for you. Which fighter do you think you get along with best outside the ring? And which fighter would you want to be locked in a room with if only one man can go out? Again. Mijn Engels is niet zo... maar ik ga het nog een keer proberen. Nee, man. Nee, man. Ik ga het gewoon Engels proberen. Nog een keer. Snap je hem niet?
Well, the first answer, I think I need to choose Cookie because I trained a lot with him.
Okay.
And
the last, that's the important.
And the next question, no comment.
Okay. Okay.
All right, last couple questions. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Alex, I'm with Potlex. The first question is for Colin George. While preparing for this fight, was it mentally more challenging to give it your all?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know, I'm fighting a friend, so for me it was difficult to put that aside. But no, I have a great team. We talk a lot. We visualize everything a lot, so I'm well prepared. So I'm mentally that strong that I say I'll win this fight.
And is there a difference in preparation, mentally, while fighting someone of your own team?
No. We're gonna kickbox tomorrow. So just do kickboxing. That's it, man.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question is for Jamal. You're facing Leidouni next, a very unorthodox fighter. Can you share anything about the game plan while going up against someone with his kind of style?
Well, I don't tell you any about the game plan. You need to watch tomorrow. But like I said before, I respect him as a fighter. He did good in his last fights, but he never faced the Goliath. And tomorrow I will show him, and I will show the world that you can teach experience.
Okay, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to clear the dais and bring up our 4 championship fighters, or the 8 championship fighters, the 8 fighters competing in 4 championship fights. I'll get it right. But first of all, let's give these guys a round of applause. They'll be competing tomorrow in our last heavyweight standing tournament. Stand by just a couple minutes more, and we'll have our championship fighters on the dais.
The biggest night ever in kickboxing history. Doesn't get bigger than this. This is where it doesn't want to be.
Drop the hands for a second.
It's Hiraj as he's told.
No, and again he hits it, and down goes Marcus. Hiraj Azizpour.
Yanut Yanku.
Yaku's lining him up. No, and down he goes.
The Hammer versus the Tank. Anis Bouzi.
Oh my word!
One of the fastest knockouts in glory history. Anis Bouzi. Asadullah Nazapov.
Nasipov was sharp. Like, let's have some fun now.
The Beast George.
Colin George has physically broken down Miroslav Vujovic.
Nico Horta.
I think Leidouni's hurt.
Leidouni thinks the glory ring rocked a little.
It's over! What a victory for the man nicknamed Big Sexy!
Milos Svetichene.
He's letting his hands go. And Jim Caceres looks spectacular. Over and out.
Maury, the Black Ghost, Chroma.
Maury Chroma ends this fight in spectacular fashion.
Aline, the Beast, Nikita.
Nikita told us he's never been dropped. He's never been stopped. Oh, and that changes everything.
Astrid Gashi.
That left hook and a stinging jab. This fight is finished.
Mahram Rajazadeh.
The nation.
No! Big time knee, and this fight is over.
Tariq
All right, we welcome you back to Amsterdam. We just got a chance to speak to 7 heavyweights that were competing in tomorrow night's last heavyweight standing tournament. And tonight, we have the 8 fighters competing in our 4 championship bouts. We have a total of 20 fights tomorrow live from the Rotterdam Ahoy. Again, you can see it live exclusively on DAZN pay-per-view. Go to DAZN.com or GloryKickboxing.com for more information. Instead of introducing all 8 guys at once, let's go fight by fight. And we start with our featherweight championship of the world as Pech Panmarong defends yet again against one of the toughest fights he's ever had against Miguel Trindade. Give it up for both those guys. And let's start with the challenger. You got to face Pech one time already. You lost a very close decision. What did you think about that fight and what's going to be different tomorrow night?
Hi, everybody. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you, Glory. Thank you, everybody. I'm really, really honored to be sitting here today. About the first fight, it was a very close fight. Pech won. It's fair. It was for him. But, you know, I'm the kid, you know. I'm coming. So I have a lot to learn. And now I'm bigger, stronger, faster. Got a little bit more of experience, and I'm sure that I have what I need to hear the words and you tomorrow.
You pulled off one of the knockouts of the year in the tournament last time we saw you. This time you have just one fight. You don't have to deal with 3 fights. How's that going to affect your preparation and your game plan against Pech?
I preferred because I'm a very tactical fighter. I like to plan my moves, all the steps, and it was a very good preparation because it's the fight that it's like a fight of a life, you know, fighting for a title. So I was happy every day of the fight camp. I was enjoying, and I'm sure that the job will be well done.
And the man you'll be facing, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, defending his title for the 9th time, Pech Panmarong. What are your thoughts on this young gun who's coming after your title?
Hello everyone สวัสดีครับผมก็ ก็ดีใจที่ได้กลับมาชกที่นี่อีกครั้งครับผมก็สำหรับมิเกลครับเป็นเจอกันไฟแรกที่ญี่ปุ่นก็เป็นทางผมที่ชนะมาได้ครับแต่ก็เป็นไฟที่สูสีมากแล้วก็สนุกมากครับก็ไฟวันเสาร์นี้ก็จะเป็นบทพิสูจน์อีกครั้งว่าผมยังเป็นแชมป์อยู่ครับผม
Pech said he's very happy to be here for Glory 100 back in Amsterdam. He said the first fight against Miguel Trindade was very, very exciting. That was back in Japan in December. And the fight on Saturday, he's going to remain the champion, hash and still.
Pech, do you think this fight will be as close as the first fight, or do you think you can be more dominant this time around?
ครับก็สำหรับไฟท์วันเสาร์นี้ครับก็น่าจะเป็นไฟท์ที่สนุกและตื่นเต้นนะครับผมก็เตรียมตัวมาอย่างดีก็พร้อมที่จะโชว์ศักยภาพของตัวเองให้ทุกคนได้ดูครับแล้วก็คิดว่าน่าจะเอาชนะเขาได้อีกครั้งครับ
He said he's very excited for this fight. He trained very hard for this fight. He knows that Miguel Trinidade's very dangerous, and it's going to be a very exciting fight, and he's going to put on a good performance for everyone.
All right, we turn our attention now to the middleweight division. Michael Boapea and Donovan Visa, ladies and gentlemen. So in the last heavyweight tournament, we have 2 best friends going at it. I wouldn't describe you and Donovan as very good friends, would I, Michael? Would that be a...
You wanted to be my friend, but now I don't think you want to be my friend anymore. So I don't think so.
Was just for the show, man.
Sorry?
Was just for the show.
Was just for the show. You do a lot of things for the show, right?
You too.
No. Everything what I say is real.
You got a big
That's
mouth.
The difference because
you got a big mouth.
You
keep knocking. Tomorrow you're gonna see.
What am I gonna see tomorrow?
And still.
What am I gonna see tomorrow?
And still.
Yeah. Are you gonna?
And still.
Are you gonna do it on point? Again?
And still.
Huh? Fight in your back.
And still.
Huh? Put your hands
and
high.
Still.
Huh? We will see tomorrow.
Still.
We will see.
Still.
We will see.
Well, Michael, he did win the first fight. What's going to be different this time around?
The second time I'm going to win too.
Oh, do you have a magic ball right now? Do you know? Huh? Do you know?
always know.
We will see. We will see tomorrow. We will see. Keep on talking. Keep on doing it for the show, like you always do. We will see tomorrow. Now, do it for the show. Huh? Maybe give a lap dance. Do it for the show. Yeah? We will see tomorrow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
We will see.
whoa.
We will see. We
Whoa,
will see.
whoa.
You like doing things for the
Whoa.
show. We will see.
Michael, what will be different this time?
You know, the first time, that was my fault, you know. I thought he's a fighter, he wants to fight, make a great show, but it was, actually, it was, my fault, you know, that I thought, oh, maybe he's going to fight like me, you know, bring a show, but he was making points. So that was my fault. But this time, I know he's going to make points, so we have a good game plan for that.
Donovan, have you improved?
Of was dat ook voor de show?
Show toch?
Oh ja, toch.
He says he's improved a lot since that first fight. He says he hasn't seen much improvement from you. What will we see from the champ tomorrow?
What you're gonna see is what you all expect.
Making points. What you always expect.
I make points. I win fights.
Yes.
I don't lose.
Yes.
I don't bleed. So
We will see. We will see.
So yeah, I'm
We will
ready.
see.
I'm ready for him. You know.
I bleed because I make a fight. That's the difference. I don't
Yes.
do it for the show.
You've
That's
been
the
able to
difference.
beat all the challengers. As far as power punching, he talks about dropping bombs. Does he have the most power of anyone you faced?
I took a clean shot from him. I stood there, and nothing happened to me. So, what kind of power is he talking about? The light heavyweights that he faced? I'm not them. You know. We'll see tomorrow, man. I'm ready.
You will see.
All right, we'll hear more from these guys in just a minute. Now let's talk about the light heavyweight division. Sergey Maslaboyev is back, taking on Karik Hababez, everybody. Sergey, yesterday you told me you're coming back to take what you believe is yours and that the other people have just been playing with your belt. Why do you feel like you're the legitimate champion in Glory?
Because I feel that I lost those fights. Those fights were stopped by doctors, and people were jumping on the ring, shouting that like they win the fight of their lives, but they didn't win it. It was just, you know, they just got a gift from the doctor. That's it. So I think if you want to be the champion and be the champion, you need to beat the champion. That's it.
Tariq, yesterday you said, I may not be the most skilled fighter in the light heavyweight division, but no one can match your heart, and that you're willing to go to dark places that he's not willing to go to tomorrow. What did you mean by that?
Ik doe het wel weer in het Nederlands, zoals altijd. Voel ik me goed bij. Ja, weet je wat het is? Ik ben niet de meeste beste technische vechter die er is bij Glory. Geef ik ook toe, niet de beste vechter, maar ik heb een vechtershart die niemand tegenaan kan. En dat laat ik ook zien in mijn wedstrijden. En dat is ook waarvan de fans hun tickets voor betalen. Want ze willen een show hebben en die geef ik. En morgen wordt weer een grote show.
Yeah, so I may not be the best or the most technical fighter in all of Glory, but I have a fighter heart like no other, and that's what the fans come to see, and that's what I'm going to show again tomorrow.
Sergey, if it comes down to heart, is that where Tariq has an advantage over you?
If it's the only thing that he got, then you can call me the heartbreaker.
Hartbreken, ja. Nou, misschien is vaak zijn hart gebroken door wijf of zo, maar... ja, ik weet niet wat ik daar moet op antwoorden. Ja. Ik wens hem sterkte.
His heart's been broken many times, but I'm not sure what to answer. I just wish him luck.
Well, Tariq, what kind of fight will we see tomorrow? What's going to happen once the bell rings?
Ik voel gewoon dat ik elke wedstrijd gewoon steeds aan het groeien ben. Ik leer van mijn fouten, ik leer van mijn wedstrijden. Ik ben completere vechter geworden. Het lijkt of ik juist nu in mijn prime zit. En dat ga ik morgen ook weer laten zien. Ik ga de show geven en ik laat zien dat ik hem heel zwaar ga overklassen. En dat hij niet mijn niveau is. Want dat is wat hij denkt. Hij denkt dat de titel even weggegeven is of wat dan ook. Maar die titel blijft bij mij.
So every fight I'm still growing, still improving. I'm learning from my mistakes, learning from my previous fights. I'm going to show that tomorrow. I'm going to put on a fight. I'm going to outclass him, and I'm going to show him that he didn't lose his belt, but the belt's going to stay with me.
And I'll give you the last word, sir. Abe. What do you think we're going to see tomorrow?
A dreamer with a big heart. Good luck.
Ben je nachtmerrie?
I'm your nightmare.
All right, there you have it. He's your nightmare. All right, let's turn now to our main event of the evening. The man challenging for the world heavyweight champion, Artem Vahitov, and the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven. We'll start with the challenger, Artem. The build-up's been great. A lot of publicity, a lot of notoriety for you in this fight. When it comes to the X's and O's, though, how do you beat the king?
Hello, everybody. I speak Russian because my English now not bad or not good. Okay. Next time maybe I speak English. Okay. Да, это такой значимый бой для всего сообщества кикбоксинга, для вообще единоборств, для моей страны, для моих близких и для меня, естественно. Поэтому к этому бою я готов на все 100%, ментально, физически. Только за победой идем.
Yeah, you know, it's a very important fight of my career, and it's very important for my country, for my relatives, for my close people. So I'm ready for 100%, and for sure I'm going for win.
I don't know if you've ever been this big before. How does it feel to carry so much weight into a fight?
Я могу быть еще больше, но это все дело времени. Сейчас подошли комфортные, чтобы был вес достаточно побольше и скорость не терялась. Чувствую себя прекрасно. Никакие функции там, скорости, там, выносливости я не потерял. Возможно, даже больше приобрел в силе, поэтому завтра мы это все увидим.
You know, honestly, I can be more bigger. But it's not needed for now, so I gain a little bit, and it's enough for my stamina, for my breath, for my movements. So I think I didn't lose that advantages still. So it's just time, you know. Might be I will be more bigger and gain a little bit more, but for now it's really enough.
Rico, you called this a unique challenge in your preparation. What was different about having to prepare for someone that moves and fights the way that Vahitov does compared to some of your previous opponents?
Yeah, so the biggest difference is, of course, that he moved up from the light heavyweight division like a number of other light heavyweights did. And that makes it different because they're lighter, so they're more explosive, they're faster. So that's what we changed in our preparation as well. So we got a lot of light heavyweights in, we flew them in, and yeah, got to work.
Your first Glory event was, what, 96 Glories ago? We're now at Glory 100. Just the magnitude of this event and the part that you've helped play in getting Glory to where it is today. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's huge. It's a huge milestone. Glory 100. And yeah, wow. It's such an honor to headline the event and to share the card with these amazing fighters, the very, very, very best of the world. Like I said, it's an honor, and we're going to enjoy it. And we're going to put up a good show.
And as far as the main event, what kind of fight do you expect it to be, and how do you see it playing out?
I think it's going to be a good chess match because he is smart, he's explosive, and he's very technical.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to open the floor to some questions from the media. Again, we have all 8 fighters that will be competing in our 4 championship bouts scheduled tomorrow for Glory 100. Go ahead.
Emil Sardarian from Stand 'Em Up. First question to Artem Vahitov. There's still a lot of people doubting you because of your size, right? We've even had Jamal Ben Sadiq say that it might be unhealthy for you to fight a guy that's that much bigger than you. And a lot of people claim that the only way for you to win is by a KO, maybe even a fluke KO. Do you feel that like that's the way for you to win, or do you think that you can win a decision as well?
Спасибо за вопрос. Да, это, наверное, самый такой популярный вопрос и вообще сомнение, да, что большая разница в весе. Но мы знаем в истории вообще единоборств, где более легкие бойцы побеждали уверенно и доминировали в тяжелых весах, поэтому у нас, как еще раз повторюсь, это не борьба, где вес там те же самые 2-3 килограмма будет решать, это ударная техника, где что ты в 100 килограмм можешь ударить нокаутирующий, что ты 120 будешь весить, поэтому здесь разницы никакой нету. И ну, есть свои плюсы, есть свои минусы, которые плюсы на тренировочном процессе с командой мы прорабатывали, чтобы у нас не было таких сложностей, поэтому мы также знаем Гохан Саки, Александр Усик, который больше с тяжеловесами там выступал, хотя весит около там 105 килограмм. Поэтому есть большие примеры в разных единоборствах, поэтому это никак меня не смущает. Федор Емельяненко тот же самый, где дрался там с гигантами, поэтому это все, я чувствую себя прекрасно.
Yeah, you know, it's the most popular question, as always, and you know, a lot of doubts and underestimates in my side. But we had really good examples about it, and what I could mention that, you know, in the striking sport, it's not a big difficulties when you have a little difference between weight, and mostly it's for wrestling, you know, when you have some advantages when you having a bigger weight and you are heavier. But here it's like a striking force, and even if you are 100 kilo, you can deliver the same punch as even you could be like 120, something like that. And also, if you could see a little bit back, you know, we had the good examples with Gohan Saki, what he did, Alexander Usyk, and for sure the legend of any combat sports is Fedor Emelianenko. He fought with real big giants, so I think it's enough for explanation.
Another question for you. The guys next to you, Tarek and Sergey, are fighting for the title in your former division. What is your prediction for that fight?
Ну, мое предположение и мои предпочтения я отдаю Сергею, потому что все равно он более опытный, разнообразный, техничный, чувствует тайминг боя, поэтому ну, мне кажется, что у Сергея больше шансов. Тарик хороший спортсмен, у него есть свой стиль, которым он пользуется и ну, побеждает, но я думаю, Сергей будет поумнее в этом бою и сделает свою работу.
You know, I guess it would be Sergey because he has more advantages, and especially he more creative, more combination guy. And for sure, Tariq, he's good sportsman and he has good style, and by his own style, he doing some things also well. But my prediction is Sergey.
Thank you. Question for Michael. You said that the loss versus Vissa made a monster out of you. You even thanked him for that fight. You've gone on a big run from that fight. What exactly changed for you?
I think the way of thinking changed. As I just said, I only had one style, and now I got more, and can't wait to show the showman, the waste man, I don't know what I have to call him, that tomorrow.
Giovanni here from Sport News. Sergey, you have been saying that you never lost the title, so maybe in your mind you're still the light heavyweight champion. But Artem never lost his title too. So doesn't it make him the light heavyweight champion?
I said that I always admire his technique and his skills. And I would like to watch him and see even in some kind of cases as a example. And yeah, and when all the chaos in the world will end, I hope that we can try each other abilities in the ring too.
Final question, because Remy Bojaski told me to hurry up. And so my question is for Donovan. And if I talk to like my peers and everyone in the media and like diehard kickboxing fans, your fight against Michael is one of the most anticipated fights on this card. How do you think What is your opinion about how this fight has been promoted by the organization?
I think the organization did what they had to do. I think Boa Pea did his part as well to secure the fight for the venue for Glory 100. I did my part. I showed up.
Thank you.
That's what you wanted. I came. You kept on knocking, so I opened the door and I let you in. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a hell of a night, a hell of a fight, and still.
And new. And still.
And new. And still.
Ik zie je morgen, jongen.
Je gaat me niet zien, vriend.
Oh, ga je weer niet opdagen, jongen?
Klopt.
Daarom die wasteman toch?
Ja, toch, je gaat zien.
No spang, wacht.
Roy, Creators FC. Question for Rico. Last time I asked you what you're going to eat after you win. You told me hamburgers, but it got pizza. So our viewers want to know what you're going to eat after the win.
No clue yet. So just what's available. So for me now,
a lot.
Been on a diet for like 12 weeks. Focused, tuned in, sharp, and yeah, now it's just like we're so close. We're so close. So I can't wait for after the fight. It's just like
Not 8 hamburgers, what you told me last time.
no, maybe who knows.
Good luck.
Rico, yesterday an article was written by Chuck Mendenhall comparing you and arguing that perhaps you could be the greatest combat sports heavyweight champion of all time. You've been champ for over 4,000 days. Where do you rank yourself compared to some of the greats in MMA heavyweight history like Semi Shelp, Fedor Emelianenko, Francis Ngannou, Randy Couture? Are you the greatest combat heavyweight champion of all time?
Oh, that's definitely not up to me. So now, what I'm here to do is do what I love and showcase that and share that with the people. And whatever the stats are amazing. I'm super proud of that. But where I am somewhere among that list, among those great names, among those legends, is not up to me. It's up to the fans. And I'm just very thankful that if I have a spot somewhere around them, around those names, yeah, that would be amazing.
Do you see yourself fighting until one day eventually you would lose, or do you see yourself fighting and retiring with the title, going out on top?
Yep.
How do you
So,
see it?
Yeah, that's the case. So the last one, it's been a hell of a ride. I've been having so much fun and still having fun. I think that's the most important thing when you're doing it for such a long time. You're doing it with love, you're doing it with passion, and yeah, that's the end goal, just retiring as heavyweight world champion. And then it's up to the next generation.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up. Tomorrow night, 4 world title fights, including for the heavyweight championship of the world. We're going to clear this off and get ready to weigh in our fighters as we get set for 20 fights tomorrow at Glory 100.
So I think you're next, man. He's been very dominant. What do you think?
I don't even think I'm next. I know I'm next.
The first time I already won. This is the second time I'm going to win again.
Thank you for that fight, bro. Because you made the most out of me.
The first time he thought he was ready, he was shouting, I won the belt, I won the belt. Well, he got his shot, he lost. So the second time he's gonna lose again.
He wasted my time as he did the last time, and he did it again, you know? You know, you're wasting my time, and that's why I called him a waste man.
I know on the 14th, I'm gonna be the champion still, again, and always.
He's talking a lot of smack, I'm talking smack back, and we will see on the day when we have to fight. The first fight, he was a little bit smarter.
He said I was a little bit smarter. I was a lot smarter than you in that fight.
This time it's gonna be different, you know?
Vision of a fight, I have my vision of a fight. I won that fight.
Bro,
you know that I won.
Nobody said...
You knew that I would win.
Nobody said you didn't win that fight. I already gave you your props. You won that fight. You were the better man that day. But what I'm telling you is...
Every day.
What I'm telling you is...
Every day.
What I'm telling you is...
Every day I'm the better guy.
And then new, man. And new.
I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win. Already won.
that shit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted, exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Ik ben nu kampioen. En nu is de kunst kampioen blijven. Kampioen worden is niet makkelijker, maar het is mogelijk. Maar kampioen blijven is nog moeilijker. Iedereen jaagt op mij, iedereen noemt mijn naam. Laat ze allemaal maar komen.
I will show the people that 38 is a new 25. That's it. I feel really good, really strong, really energetic, really powerful, really motivated, dedicated, and still moving forward. You will see that. You just need to go there and fucking smash faces. That's it. Sometimes like this. And that thing I'm gonna do to my friend Tariq.
Mijn grootste gevecht is gewoon mijn gewicht. Dat is mijn grootste gevecht, gewicht halen. Dus veel afvallen. Want ik ben van natuur gewoon een zwaargewicht. Ik loop ongeveer op 110.
We're learning new techniques. I don't like to promise. I like to do more than speak. But I will try to show some new skills, some things that people are not waiting from me, as well as the fat boy. He will wait one thing, but will get another thing.
De partij ga ik hem echt lesje leren.
What can I promise? That it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a bomb, and you're gonna see a real good fight. A fight full of emotions, full of energy, and man, I will leave my heart there. That I can promise.
Ik ben een vechter die 5 rondes lang knalt en echt een show van maakt. Het wordt echt een hele gezellige, mooie avond.
The winner is blue corner, Rico Verhoeven. Rico!
For me, it's a huge thing, you know. I've been with Glory since the beginning, and we made it to Glory 100. It's insane. We're over a decade in, and yeah, I'm excited. Still here, still grounding and pounding and having fun with it. So yeah, very, very, very proud of what we accomplished as a whole. So not just Glory, not just what I did, but just as the kickboxing sport in total.
This kid is a monster.
Oh, not good. Overhand right, sends the knees down.
I think the Glory 4 Rico would say that, nah, that's crazy. That hasn't been done before. So that's so far ahead, and especially for the younger people, they're like, oh, 10 years is a long time. It is definitely a long time, but especially when you're in something and it just flows, it goes by so fast. I think the advice I would give the Glory 4 Rico is just keep having fun with it. I think Glory 4 Rico still had a lot to learn, and now I'm just doing this for me. and for nobody else. I'm just having so much fun while doing it and just improving and just getting better and just grinding. And yeah, I think that's the beauty of the whole process. So having fun while doing it instead of just working towards that one goal of, hey, I need to become world champion or I need to win this fight. Of course, that's a goal, but while you're in the process of getting fitter, getting better, and working on your craft, that's, I think, the beauty.
Verhoeven going in to finish the fight, and now it's Zimmerman coming back, and he's down.
What I'm most proud of is that we as kickboxers pulled the sport out of the mud. So I'm so happy that people got to see the beauty of the sport and the beauty of martial arts in general, because that's, if you look at the society today and of social media and influencers and everybody that's embracing martial arts, it's been amazing. It's been amazing from every part and side of the world. We've never been at this peak. It's on its all-time high. So, and I think it just keeps growing.
And still heavyweight champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven.
everyone, and welcome to the weigh-ins for Glory 100 coming up tomorrow night at Ahoy in Rotterdam. We are back in the Netherlands, and if I could make one wish, it would be that every combat sports fan, and especially kickboxing fans around the world, could all be here tomorrow night and experience what it's like to be in front of this Dutch crowd who love their kickboxing and the best kickboxers in the world. We could think of no better way to celebrate the landmark Glory 100 than to have 20 fights in one night. This has never been done before. The first fight will start at 3 p.m. local time, and then we'll start the last fight, the main card, coming up at 6 o'clock. And it's going to be a long night, but an enjoyable one. We hope you will celebrate with us wherever you are in the world. If you can get get your tickets and be here tomorrow night. We'd love to have you at Ahoy. If you're going to be watching from home, of course, watch it on the Zone. And I'll tell you right now, you can go to glorykickboxing.com and follow the link, or go to DAZN.com. I want to say thank you to a couple of great sponsors, Unibet, who has been with us for some time, Fairtex, RD Dubai, ESN, and Guggenheim. Now, let me introduce you to some important people that are also always with us from our talent ops operations. Mr. Jim Tessier is here, along with Robbie Timmers, our head of talent operations. Please give them a big hand. Now, let me introduce you to the pretty ladies standing behind me. We have 3 beautiful ladies, 4 beautiful belts, by the way. Say hello to Gemma, Stephanie, and Bella right here. And the belts, as you see them from my left to my right, the featherweight belt is on the line. The middleweight belt also on the line. The light heavyweight belt, the heavyweight belt, and 4 four-man tournaments in one night. It's important to remind everyone that this last heavyweight standing tournament is a year-long affair that started at Glory 99. We had 32 fighters, meaning we had 16 winners. They've been paired up in 4 separate brackets tomorrow night at Ahoy. Each of those winners not only looking forward to being able to say they won a 4-man tournament, but they will get their spot in the year-end finals of the last heavyweight standing. Details of that will be coming up in the very near future. All right, let's get started. Speaking of that tournament, I want to get the reserve bout onto the stage first for the official weigh-in. This is a big chance for these 2 fighters who are going to be making their Glory debuts and get to do it with maybe the opportunity to move into a slot in the brackets if one of our bracket contenders is unable to continue. So we'll get started with Samuele Pugliese taking on Yuri Fernandez. Pugliese on to the scales first. He's here from Genoa, Italy. His record, 14 wins and 2 losses. As I mentioned, making his Glory debut. The animal is only 22 years old, but he began his training at age 13. His father, Maurizio, who is also here with us, is a fighter and his coach. He's competed worldwide. He weighs in at 102.9 kilograms. Now his opponent, Yuri Fernandez. 9-1 in a young career, also making his Glory debut. He was a bronze medalist at the 2024 European Championships and is coming off of a win over Bogdan Stoica. He too has fought all across Europe. 103.7 for Fernandez. Not only hoping to make their mark with another win, but their first win ever inside the Glory ring on the sport's biggest stage tomorrow night. The biggest night of kickboxing ever. Three 3-minute rounds are scheduled. Four super fights on this card. One in the featherweight division. Denise Dimikapu is here to take on Buryan Poposhi in one we have billed as the King of Brussels, both training in Brussels, Belgium. Dimikapu onto the scales first. He's representing Turkey and Morocco with a record of 14 wins and 4 losses, but 10 of those 14 wins have come by way of knockout. Bad Boy, as he is known, is a European regional champion, competing all across Asia. He actually appeared in the Glory Rivals Series and had a first-round TKO in his debut a few years ago. He weighs in at an even 65 kilos. Now, here is Buryan Poposhi, fighting out of Albania, currently ranked number 4 in the division. 30 wins and 5 losses, 16 of those wins, so a bit more than 50%. By knockout. This will be his 8th Glory start. He participated in last year's Featherweight Grand Prix in Japan and is a winner of 3 of his last 4. Buryan, Denise, 3 3-minute rounds for the title of the King of Brussels tomorrow night. We also have a catchweight super fight. Mohamed Touchazi and Serkanos Kaglian. Touchazi onto the scales first. He fights out of Morocco. 16 wins and 3 losses. 12 of the 16 wins coming by knockout. Both of his Glory wins have happened by knockout. And he stepped in versus Michael Boapea, Glory 96 in Rotterdam. He weighed in at an even 88 kilos. Now Serkanos Kaglian. Serkan representing Turkey by way of Den Haag. 47 wins, 10 losses, 36 career knockouts. He took a unanimous decision over Remy de Geer at Collision 7 back in December and carries a 75% knockout ratio. 87.2 kilos for Oskaglian. We also have a scheduled super fight in the middleweight division, and if you watched Glory 98, you saw a wild match between these two, Ilyas Hamouchi and Masoud Selimovic. It was a wild finish. Ended with a second-round knockout. Both men counted 8 in the ring at one time. Hamouchi onto the scales first. Fighting out of Morocco, a 2-time European champion. 34 wins, 8 losses, 7 career knockouts. This will be his 5th Glory start. Now his opponent, Masoud Selimovic, out of Bosnia-Herzegovina. 33 wins with 12 losses. He won his only Glory fight. Won that fight, one of the great comebacks in Glory history, the Bosnian Soldier. Weighs in at 85 kilos even. We expect nothing less than more action tomorrow night in this matchup, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Then I mentioned a moment ago we have 4 four-man tournaments coming up tomorrow night, meaning these fighters potentially will fight twice in one night for the right to move on to the year-end finals of the heavyweight tournament. First up, Yanut Yanku taking on Iraj Azizpour. This is a lot of man stepping into the ring tomorrow night. Let's get Yanut onto the scales first. Yanku fighting out of Craiova, Romania. 31 wins and 10 losses. The Romanian Tank, as he is known. His first round TKO of Cihat Kapenik at Glory 99 sent him into the tournament here in Rotterdam. 142.3 for Yanku. Now his opponent, Iraj Azizpour, out of Tehran, Iran. 70 wins, only 7 losses. The Iranian Hammer also won his qualifying bout with a second-round knockout over Italy's Yuri Farkas. Azizpour, 123.3 kilos. If you watch their style of fights, they fight very similar. Always pushing forward, always pressure. And what a way to kick off 4 four-man tournaments tomorrow night. On the other half of that bracket, Anis Bouzid and Asadullah Nazapov. Bouzid, out of Morocco, 46 wins and 4 losses. He has an 80% knockout ratio with 37 career knockouts. Takamura, one of several that moved up from light heavyweights to compete in the heavyweight tournament, and he made short work of his opponent in the qualification round, a 28-second knockout to advance. One of the fastest knockouts ever in Glory history. 110.2 for Anis Bouzid. Now his opponent, Asadullah Nazapov. Nazapov only experienced defeat once in a young career, 11 wins, 1 loss, 5 of those wins by knockout. He's a world amateur champion at the age of just 23. His debut was a unanimous decision at Glory 99. 103 even, 103 kilograms for Asadullah Nazapov. The winner advancing to the finals tomorrow night. Now the second four-man tournament. First semifinal of that bracket. Nico Pereira Horta taking on Colin George. These two, as you heard in the press conference, former training partners. Still friends, they say, outside the ring, but it's all business tomorrow night. Let's get Big Sexy up onto the scales first. 24 wins, 10 losses, 4 of those wins by knockout. He punched his ticket to tomorrow night's four-man tournament with a second-round knockout, shocking everyone but himself over Rade Opacic at Glory 99. 137.3 for Big Sexy. Now his opponent, Colin George. He's the tallest in the tournament at 6 feet and 9 inches tall, 2.06 meters. The Beast, appropriately named. He defeated Miroslav Vujovic by second-round knockout at Glory 99. He fights out of Suriname. Debuted in Glory 18 months ago at Glory 96. 118.4 for Colin George. Both of these men hoping this will just be the first fight of the night for them with a chance to advance to the final. Pereira Horta, George, 3 3-minute rounds. The other half of that four-man bracket, Jim Caceres and Milos Svetichanin. Jim, a last-minute replacement for Tomas Mosny into the bracket. But he stayed ready and told us yesterday he is more than ready. 19 wins, just 1 career loss. Undefeated in the Glory ring at 4-0. 2024 Newcomer of the Year, representing Turkey, weighs in at 104.3 kilograms. Now his opponent, Milos Svetichanin, here out of Serbia. 12 wins, 3 losses, 8 wins by knockout. He's a 3-time Serbian national champion. And again, one of the several light heavyweights who moved up a weight class in order to compete. He defeated Nabil Kahab by split decision in the qualification round at Glory 99. 101.3 kilos for Milos. Three 3-minute rounds with the opportunity to advance to the finals. That's just the second four-man bracket. Let's move on to the third. This semifinal, Aline Nikita and Mori Kroma. Nikita to the scales first, fighting out of Romania. Very successful career so far, 17 wins and 1 loss. That 1 loss, very controversial decision in Poland. Now on a 4-fight winning streak. The Beast advanced with a unanimous decision over Ahmed Krinic at Glory 99. 103.5 for Nikita. Now, Mori Kroma quickly becoming one of the fan favorites inside the Glory ring. Representing Guinea, 32 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, and 19 career knockouts. The Black Ghost made the most of a last-minute entry into the tournament with a second-round TKO over Nicholas Wamba to advance to Glory 100 tomorrow night. 104.5 for Kroma. All right, to the other half of the bracket for tournament number 3. Astrid Gashi and Bahram Rajabzadeh. The first of 2 twin Gashi brothers stepping onto the scales. Astrid, 19 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 9 career knockouts. He's undefeated in 3 prior Glory appearances. He eked out a split decision over Nidal Bachiri at Glory 99, and he weighs in here at 119.6 kilos. Now Bahram Rajabzadeh, the Golden Wolf, is here from Baku, Azerbaijan. 71 wins, 4 losses, and listen to this, 63 career knockouts. This will be his 14th Glory start. Breakout Fighter of the Year for 2023, and he weighs in at 97.6 kilos. Bahram, by the way, the only man to compete in both the light heavyweight and heavyweight Grand Prix last year. Rajabzadeh, Gashi. And then semifinal number 4. Luigi Gashi and Tariq Osaro. And you are not seeing double. Luigi is the identical twin brother of Astrid Gashi. 16-4. 1-0 in Glory. He took on the bulldozer, Petr Romanovich, in his debut at Glory 99 and left with a unanimous decision. Astrid weighs in 120.8 kilos. Now his opponent. Here comes Cookie Tariq Osaro. Cookie fights out of Nigeria, 27 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, and 14 career knockouts. He made short work of Benjamin Adegbue, had a knockout just 2 minutes into the fight at Glory 99. Former interim heavyweight champion with a 5th-round TKO over Antonio Plazabot at Collision 5. Cookie weighs in 131.9. Now the other half of the final bracket, Tournament 4, Sofian Laidouni and Jamal Ben Sadiq. Laidouni will be fighting out of the black corner and enters with a record of 38 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 19 career knockouts. He punched his ticket to Glory 100 with a first-round knockout over Oleg Primichov. He's a French national and European champion who weighs in at 110.3 kilos. Now here is Jamal Ben Sadiq, the Goliath. Made a triumphant return to the Glory ring after being away for 2.5 years earlier this year. 38 wins, 9 losses. His battles with Rico Verhoeven legendary, and the one they fought at Collision 3 became an instant classic. 2-time heavyweight title contender, he won the heavyweight tournament at Glory 62 despite a broken hand. Ben Sadiq 123.5. Each of these beautiful 4 championship belts will be handed out tomorrow night. We'll begin with the featherweight world title. This one 5 3-minute rounds, and it's a rematch of the finals of Glory 97, the Rise Featherweight Grand Prix, and it went to a split decision. Miguel Trindade taking on Petpatamrun Kiatmukau. Trindade fighting out of Lisbon, Portugal. He's the #1 contender in the division. 62 wins and 7 losses. 27 career knockouts for El Unico. He had 2 first-round knockouts at the Grand Prix in Japan. He weighs in at 65 kilos even. Now the champion, here comes Petch. Pet Patarung Kiatmu Kao. An incredible record. 173 wins, 40 losses, 3 draws, and 27 knockouts. He is 19-2 inside the Glory ring. Will be making his 9th defense of the Glory belt, which, by the way, is second only to Rico, who has 12 defenses. This should be entertaining tomorrow night. Five 3-minute rounds for the Featherweight Championship of the world. Then it's the Middleweight Championship of the world. This also a rematch from Collision 6 2 years ago. Michael Boapea taking on Donovan Visa. No love lost between these two. There's been a lot of talking outside the ring. Boapea fighting out of Ghana, 21 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. The Time Bomb is now on a 5-fight winning streak. 9 of his last 10 fighting in both the middleweight and light heavyweight division. He weighs in here at 84.4 kilos. Now the champion, Donovan Visa. He's here fighting out of Suriname. The Dream Chaser, 22 wins and only 1 career loss. Now he has everyone chasing him and wanting that beautiful belt. Glory's 2023 Fighter of the Year. Successfully defended the belt for the 5th time with a decision over Sergey Braun at Glory 96. 84.8 for the champ. There will be fireworks tomorrow night at Ahoy in Rotterdam. Two fights remaining for our weigh-ins today, the co-main and the main event. Let's get the light heavyweight championship of the world out here. Sergey Maslaboyev back to claim what he says is his belt, taking on the champion Tarik Kababes. Maslaboyev fighting out of Lithuania, 40 wins, 7 losses, 6-2 inside the Glory ring. Kovalda took a unanimous decision over Stefan Lechescu at Collision 7 in December. He weighs in at 94.5 kilos. Now the champion, Tarik Kababes, fighting for Morocco. The Tank, 52 wins, 11 losses, 1 draw, and 28 career knockouts. He successfully defended the belt over Donaghy Abena in Ornament Collision 7 and made it to the semifinals of last year's light heavyweight Grand Prix. The champion, 94.9 kilos. This one scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Kababes, by the way, a 2-time Grand Prix tournament champion in 2014-15 outside the Glory ring. And then the main event of the evening, 5 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. It's Artem Vahitov taking on the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven. Vahitov onto the scales first. 22 wins and 6 losses. He is 11-2 in the Glory ring. He became a 2-time light heavyweight champion of the world with his majority decision over Alex Pereira at Glory 78. And made 4 successful defenses in Paris, Nice, Chicago, Denver. Vahitov 103.8. Now here comes the champion, the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven. What a reign it has been. 13 years, 4,000 days, 65 wins, 10 losses, 21 career knockouts. He made his 12th defense of the belt at Collision 7 in December and added the title of Grand Prix champion to his resume 1 year ago. 5 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. Years of preparation for these fighters, years of planning for Glory 100. It's an emotional night for those of us involved with Glory for years now to say we are looking forward to Glory 100, and the only way we could figure to celebrate is to give you, kickboxing and combat sports fans, the gift of 20 fights in one night. Check for tickets at glorykickboxing.com. Watch it live wherever you are around the world at DAZN.com. Are you ready for glory?